Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Hield. And it's Fultz in at the 1. And for the Spurs, Fox and Castle are their guards. In the post, it'll be Sochan with Wembanyama. And it's Vassell in at the 3 slot. So, Greg, here we are, just about a week into the NBA season. The regular season comes at you fast.
I mean, the games start coming fast and furiously right out of the gate. But you wonder how we made it through summer without getting to see any NBA action. Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
Count it, good.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Fultz against Fox. Wembanyama with the rebound. Here's Sochan. And the dunk by Sochan.
Wow, Sochan just erupts off the floor for the dunk. A reminder of how athletic he is.
Now here's Fultz. Hield with the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Castle. It doesn't go for him. Good defense by Claxton. So here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
Now Hield, following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt, and Simmons slams it in.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
So it's the Spurs now. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Sochan. And here is Fox. He had 15 points last outing. They need this, and it's Fox with the jam.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We got some rims to wrap.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Coming into this, having matched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sochan. Johnson, he's checked in for Devin Vassell. And it's Harper in for Castle.
And they call him Big Body for a reason. Johnson isn't afraid of mixing it up on the glass.
Out to the right wing. Wolf, no good. And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
And last year they split their season series, so this is a chance for one of them to get the upper hand on the other.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Now this is what Fox loves to do, terrorize you in the open floor.
Nets trail by 4. Here's Sorey. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Brooklyn ball.
And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. In fourth, the Spurs.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Spurs leading by 4. Here's Barnes, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks,
Thanks, guys. The Spurs are ecstatic to welcome back their superstar big man, Victor Wembanyama. He actually spent 10 days this summer training with monks in China, and he continues to embrace unorthodox training methods. Guys, perhaps appropriate given his unusual stature.
He's got that curiosity. All right, Johns, thanks for the update. Here's Wolf. And the Nets miss again. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Pelicans.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Banked in off the glass. Fox has got 11 points.
Well, that's good offense. Fox converts the high percentage look.
Pass to Demon. There's Williams with the three. No good. Shot missing. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Spurs out in front.
21.
They finish off the first quarter with a tremendous 17-4 run. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Then it's Stephon Castle. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie in at the two-guard. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And the basket by Castle.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Hield. Fires from deep. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Claxton with the steal. Here's Simmons. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not having the physical advantage. Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And then Simmons slams it in.
Coach has to be happy with Simmons' intensity tonight, fighting hard for his looks on offense.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Castle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nicholas Claxton.
GA, they say young players don't yet grasp the level of preparation and effort it takes to win a championship at this level. Do we ever see rookies who have had it from day one?
Well, listen, back in the day, you had Magic and Bird, 2 guys that came in poised and mature. Bill Russell, Kareem for sure. Today, with guys coming in so much younger, it may take a little longer, but ultimately, they do get to that destination.
Now here's Hield. He had 19 points in the win against Cleveland. To the middle. It's deflected. Here's Castle. San Antonio again missing. Jacks up a 3. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Hield.
And that is what Hield does. This guy is a gunner, loves pulling the trigger from deep.
And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back over to you guys.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. Trailing here by 8. They kick out to Hield. From outside, off the mark.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
And the rejection by Claxton.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Simmons. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And the closer Simmons gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes. I love watching him in attack mode.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Barnes comes in for Sohan. Johnson, he's checked in for Devin Vassell. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Stephon Castle.
And they've repeatedly plugged inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
To the right side. Pass to Surratt. His three-pointers off the mark.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
They get it again. Here's Sharp. The shot. No good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. The Spurs shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Nets trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
At the tip, it's good on the putback.
You have to love the hustle to follow it up there. Timed that tip perfectly.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Back from outside. Wolf grabs the miss. And for the Nets, they're shooting around 41% on the night. Fires for 3. And it's Harper with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 10. Here's Barnes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Barnes has got 10 points.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Now Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good, so both teams making some changes here.
Surratt, 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so we wrap up the first half. Spurs lead by 10. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Brooklyn, 30.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. De'Aaron Fox was on fire in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
You guys know I appreciate when a team takes a commitment to attack in the painted area. Get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen. That's how they built this league.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Brooklyn?
Well, it's never fun. When you're playing against a team that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's foul. Hield is out there with Markelle Fultz. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Thybulle in at the 3, the small forward. Now, Wembanyama. After the missed 3 from Buddy Hield, it's stolen by Hield. Knocked away. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Nets ball.
And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Monday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Atlanta Hawks.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be the 6th contest on the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
4 on the clock. Hield from outside.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense. Well, this will make you a little uneasy. Missing 4 in a row to start the 3rd.
And well over 7 feet tall. Inside is easy money for Victor.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Well, Coach, we know the 2025 season was cut short for Wembanyama due to a blood clot in his right shoulder.
Yeah, it was too bad, Kevin, to see that season cut short. Look, I think it's easy to say Wembanyama would have been the defensive player of the year in 2025. I think he had that one sewed up, but he just couldn't get enough games in to get to that. And he's a guy that can do everything on offense. We're talking probably the next face of the league.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
A generational talent. Wembanyama is an all-around player with incredible upside.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
The offensive rebound.
Well, the process was good. A solid look inside. Sometimes the basketball just doesn't go in.
It's good from long range. Hield's got 9.
The jumper is the calling card of Buddy Hield. It's why he's been able to score points consistently in his career.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Hield. He's got 9. Simmons.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the 3rd quarter. Misses from short range. Castle on the wing. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Nets trail by 4. Pass to Claxton. It's tipped. Harper with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Good on the bucket. 11 points in the game.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Timeout called the Nets.
Well, it's a player's league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Here's Demon. Over in the corner, Williams. No good from outside.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Pass to Johnson. Excellent D there from Williams. Nets trail by 6. Here's Demon. Takes the 3. Johnson with the block.
Well, Johnson is never one to take a play off, and his hustle let him be in position for that block. Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Brooklyn's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Wolf, no good. Spurs leading by 8. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Baseline jumper. Second chance shot. Wembanyama just too big down low.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking from the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Outside Harper. Here's Wembanyama. It's blocked, and they hit it back, and he recovers it. And so it's San Antonio heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Sohan is out there with Luke Cornett, and it's Fox in at the point guard position. That's the San Antonio 5.
Well, I like what we've seen from Fox tonight, calling his own number, providing a serious scoring.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Cornett passes to Vassell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Well, you can clearly see Devin Vassell is a player with a ton of enthusiasm. He loves being on the floor, working as a cohesive part of his team to get results.
Fields checked in for Williams. Inside, and Claxton throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Vassell. Castle on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sohan. And no good. Nets trail by 6. Thibault kicks to Fultz. Fox with the steal. Castle with it. Outguarded by Hield. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And what makes Castle so difficult to guard is that he keeps defenders off balance with this constant change of pace.
The Nets making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. Claxton finds Fultz. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. They kick out to Hield. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Cornett with it. Claxton covering to the inside. And the basket by Vassell.
Vassell getting in there in behind.
Fox against Fultz. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Rebounded by the Spurs. Castle with it. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
All of Castle's hard work is paying off here. He just keeps finding ways to attack.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
And now we'll take a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Jordi Fernandez was just reviewing the plan with his team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Thank you, Allie.
Great job by Simmons taking initiative in that screen and roll. The coaching staff has to love that.
Here's Fox. Rebound, Brooklyn. Simmons got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Fultz, the pass to Claxton. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And now it's only a 5-point San Antonio lead. Fox against Fultz. They get the rebound. It's Vassell on the wing. And it's Sohan missing.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
And the Spurs with possession after the miss from Buddy Hield. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
A little something extra with that finish from Fox.
Vassell against Hield. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And it's just competing and, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight.